war was rather brutal for the Air Force force. Very few of them survived the Second World War. In fact, one of them died in a crash the next year. However, few survived, and in 1981, Operation Scan was started. Now, those of you who came out with me, I told you what to see where the canal opens. Just have a quick look, and you see further light out the white mark. Imagine sailing up here in one of those big tall ships. Didn't have bow thrusters that could get them to travel along. That lighthouse would have been absolutely essential to make the canal to get the towpath rolling. So, 1981, Operation Deep Scan, led by Adrian Shine, was 17 to 23 boats laid up at Loch. They all had sonar. They all dropped their sonar when Adrian told them to, and they did various curtains or slices all the way up to Port Augustus and back again. Not all of them had enough fuel, that's why the number is 17 to 22. What did Operation Deep Scan show? It showed many things, but in particular, in this bit here, this narrower northeast bit, there was a clear image of the Wellington bomber. Now, it took the stubbornness of one man 4 years to get the backing of private companies and government backing to raise Arthur Robert again. And in September 1985, an operation was put together with its present North oil field divers. Went down to Arthur Robert. They attached tanks to the wings and body of Arthur Robert. They attached pipes to these tanks. Air was pumped down, and Arthur Robert, with the help of these divers nudging and moving it, was refloated. Sponsons were then put underneath it, and it was towed to Bona Lighthouse, where a massive crane picked it up and put it on a barge to be restored. Now this is where everybody went, Arthur Robert was really intact. And you can see these images on Google, by the way. Apart from some minor structural damage to the wings, it was intact. The tires were still inflated, and when it dried out, a battery was attached to it, and the tailgate light came on. It had been 45 years in the water, minus 3 months, and it was virtually intact. Why? Well, for the children on board, Nessie is an aeronautical engineer that looks after planes under the water. For those of you who are more scientific, I've given you the answers on the way out. For the 9 of you who join me, here they are. The water is 6 degrees all year round. It is soft water, there's no salt. It's 3 degrees underneath. The water is dark, with the peat in it. Sunlight does not penetrate. The peat in the water renders the water alkaline with little oxygen. So what goes into these waters is preserved by these waters and is usually kept by these waters. In other words, Nessie has a wonderful collection of mobile phones, cameras, tablets, you name it, cameras, everything. And anything that goes in very rarely comes back up. Arthur Robert is one of the few things that we've been able to fish out, mainly because this northeast end is not in the 500 depth. Look at it, it's between 100 and 300 feet. Looking right now, you can see we're just across from the lake by where they were, and it's about 200 feet. And that is why it was lifted out. Now, for the 9 people who joined us, you need to be on the top deck to see Aldari Castle is coming up on the starboard side. For those of you who may have missed it, let me tell you, the wind is now behind us, so it's not cold at the top. So if you want to take a quick picture of Aldari Castle, start making your way at the top. It is this wonderful Victorian mansion that looks like a French cathedral. Okay? And it's coming up just after we pass the green marker going into the channel just there into the canal.
वही है यार, वो है यार, वो बादल ही बोल सकते हैं। ये तो ये रहा, यही बादल ही बहुत यार खाने आप ये वही हो गई किसी बात का गेम्स नहीं खेलते ना, चेक पॉइंट पार करना होता है।
Our Valley Council is coming up as the other boy or video they say. This is coming up here where the Loch is. Literally have 30 seconds to see our Valley Council. You can get longer view of our Valley Council. Step up the front as well, step up the front because it's good view. Here we are, you see happening. we are, Bona Lighthouse, and this is where Arthur Robert was lifted out of the water. Look at the pier on the side with reinforced bars, rebars on it. It was lifted out of the water and put on a barge, and it was taken to be restored. It's now in the British Museum of Transport, not far from London, Weybridge. It's called the Brooklands Museum, and that is where there is a motor racing track, the first motor racing track in the British Isles, which is where John Cobb, who died on Loch Ness, established his land speed record. So Arthur Roberts is in the museum there, and it is one of 2 out of the 1,400 that were built that are still around since the Second World War. The other one is in Biggin Hill, the Air Force Museum. There's naturally now a very clear view of a natural bank on the right-hand side, and the man-made one on the left-hand side. It's very clear. I pointed out to you, those of you who were with me on the way out, very clear to see. For the 9 people who joined us, the towpath is on the left, and just where the tall trees are is Avon Water, which is a reservoir where excess water used to be kept, but it's now a nature reserve. In summer, the ospreys, now you can usually see swans there, but there's other wildlife there too. We are now we're now on Loch, and our next site is on the left-hand side, the port side. It is Dockful House. Remember, you see the side view of Dockful House, but going this direction we can see the 3 colonnades a lot more easily, which are perpendicular, the wonderful facade. In 1874, Queen Victoria and her spouse, Prince Albert, embarked on the ferry, the SS Gondolier, at Bannadine near Fort William. They sailed all the way to where that pier is ahead. Now it's not the same pier, 1874, 2023, but there's always been a pier there. And Queen Victoria and Prince Albert disembarked there. They were picked up by horse and carriage, and they were swept around to go up to the frontage of Dockful House, where they visited their friends, the Baileys. Okay? Now, Queen Victoria, in her diary, spoke about the Caledonian Canal, or wrote about the Caledonian Canal, and this is what was very interesting. She really likes being on the open spaces, in other words, the lochs here, the lakes, but she did not like being in the small bits of man-made canal, because people came from far and wide, and in her words, in her diary, to gawk at her. Okay? I don't think Queen Victoria would have quite liked our age when celebrities, be they royalty or artists or whatever, are constantly in the limelight. So it gives you an idea of a different era. The cannons are coming up in between the trees here, just by the tennis court. The two French cannons that were used at the Battle of Waterloo, which were brought back here as souvenirs of war.